What up?
What's up, y'all?
Welcome back to Wilson's For Real. Shout out to the Real Squad.
Squad up. Squad up. Squad up. If you would like to be part of the Real Squad, please click the subscribe button, like, and comment.
What happened?
I cut it off.
Oh, okay. Well, today is Taco Tuesday. Taco
Tuesday.
Yeah. Shout out to the Bird Gang. That thing is really maturing. You feel me? Look at your boy. Hey, Terry. Hey, boo.
Hey.
You alright?
Yep.
Good. So today we have tacos and we have mini tacos. If you saw my haul earlier this last week, you'd have saw I went to Sam's and found some chicken mini tacos. So we made our version of the loaded mini tacos like they do at Jack in a Box. Shout out to the Coldest Water. Coldest Water in our building. What you got?
Water.
Regular water?
Regular water out the water bottle.
You got some libations? One time for the homie Ted.
So we are going to.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
It's like something is off here. Something is off here. I don't know what's going on.
My hair is off.
Oh. What's wrong with it?
It's just a leaning. Got a gangster lean.
And that gangster lean, braid lean. All right, so let's go ahead and say grace. Like doing too much over here.
I am.
Grace.
Let me finish.
Let her get ready. We had all time to set up and everything, and we I don't know what this one over here doing.
A lot. Forgot to put my jalapenos on my tacos. Jalapenos on the tacos. It's taking all day.
Oh my God. Shout out to the bird, man. Like my bird, baby. Mini tacos.
That's all I gonna get today.
Yeah, that's fire.
It tastes exactly the same.
So they chicken mini tacos.
But it's still.
You can either deep fry them or put them in the oven. We put them in the oven. And they good. Nice and crisp. Nice little crunch. Wonderful flavor. I highly recommend them. You can find them at your local Sam's. I don't know what other store they sell them, but I do know Sam's sell them. You dig?
Trader Joe's got mini tacos.
Do they?
But I know they ain't gonna be. It was like a double pack at Sam's for like probably not that much. Trader Joe's, it was just like a small box.
It was $8.99 for 56 mini tacos. Shout out to Black Lives Matter STL. You can find your BLM shirt on Instagram at Living My Best Life Tees. Where you get your shirt made at?
I don't know.
You gotta be ready to represent. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I gotta do too much. I own a Black Lives Matter shirt too.
You ain't really have to do that much. You could have did what I just did. I ain't even stand up. I just lifted it up. You like hungry. She hungry. I'm like not that hungry right now. So don't be looking at me crazy. Like, there ain't anything real. I had ate earlier. And it's still on my mind. It's still on my heart. It's still on my stomach.
Yeah, these pretty good.
They hella fire. And so you can just dress them up how you want. We put salsa and we got the cheese in the jar, the queso cheese. We melted that. Put sour cream, lettuce, and jalapenos. I think Jack in the Box just put lettuce, sour cream,
and salsa,
I believe, on theirs. So it's a good version. I mean, it's like it's literally the same thing.
Literally, like I'm gonna try the ones at Trader Joe's. Theirs were definitely $6 for not that many.
The Trader Joe's have chicken.
And beef.
Oh, that's good. They go down smooth. So, looking on Facebook, I saw your high school got a new football field. It's pretty dope too. I ain't gonna even lie.
Come on.
Did you see it? It's dope. Let me see if I can find it.
I'm just glad they got a football field.
Man, them look tight. When you see it, you're gonna be like, wow, that's my school.
Shout out to Partner Ritter College Prep. Okay. CRCP.
Yeah, it's I was very impressed. It's
Don't
always,
come for them.
I'm saying it's just always good to see an investment in a black institution.
Okay.
You never thought you would see the days look like that, did you? From what
First
y'all
of
came
all,
from to now.
When I went there, it was no high school football field.
Y'all had like the little backyard.
Okay. We had football though.
Who's the Taylor family?
Probably who donated to make the football field.
Yeah, I can't really see it, but you can see it a little bit. That's LaChrista's high school. The high school she graduated from. That's their new and improved football stadium.
Shout out to Partner Ritter.
It like make you want to go to a game just because they got a new field. Don't it? You going to homecoming this year?
If you want to go, so you can go home.
You ain't never really been to a homecoming game since we
I haven't.
like been married.
It's always the same weekend as homecoming.
Oh, at Lincoln.
Yeah.
Oh.
I might go this year because I don't think ain't nobody going. I mean, for real.
Nah, that would be cool. You know, I hate that, you know, my high school is kind of like disconnected now because one, our high school moved and it moved to another building that the alums ain't familiar with. And the alums really haven't been embraced by the school. The school kind of been falling off. I went to a military academy.
That's what y'all sharing the school.
Yeah, we sharing the school. We had rich tradition, but when we moved from our original place, a lot of things got disconnected. A lot of people got disconnected. So I ain't been to a high school. I ain't been to no high school. I ain't been to my high school's homecoming. You know, it would be wonderful for them to have, you know, something for the alums. But I would like to go with you to, our homecoming. I mean, I know a lot of people that graduated from Ritter.
Who you know?
I know everybody. Y'all ain't had them about 50 people
Don't hate on
come
them.
from there.
Don't come for them because they got a football field now, okay? Don't come for them. People been coming for Partner Ritter my whole entire time. I've been there and after. Like, this is the type of school you probably want to see your kids to now, huh?
Yeah. The boys could definitely. I would let the boys go there. Don't y'all get a discount?
I don't know.
I would let the boys go there. I ain't gonna lie. I would.
Don't come for that.
Actually, might be pushing them to go there because I was really looking forward to them going to like some other schools. I'm not gonna give them any pub, but I think depending on how things go in middle school for them in the district we live in, and even if we live in here, God might send us to Atlanta. God might send us to Houston. God might send us to D.C. You never know. I mean, they'll be in high school in what TJ in? He going to third grade?
Mm-hmm.
So he'll be in high school in 6 years?
Yeah. 7.
7 years?
I don't know.
3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. 6 years. And Logan will be there in 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that time will sneak up on us.
Definitely.
So we got to be ready. I just want our kids to get a holistic educational experience. And what I mean by holistic educational experience, I want them to experience public school and private school because they'll be well-rounded.
They already experienced that.
What?
The public.
Yeah, absolutely. I think high school is a good transition to challenge them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, Cardinal Ritter is definitely rich in history. I learned a lot about myself and as a black woman there.
That's good.
But in elementary too, because I went to all black schools.
And it's small enough to where they get that family atmosphere.
You definitely got a family atmosphere, and you definitely wasn't gonna not follow the rules.
And the public district we in is a good district, but I still want my kids to experience something that I didn't get a chance to experience in high school, but you got a chance to experience. So I want to give the kids both of our experiences. I was able to attend private and public school. You attended public school the majority of your high school.
Private school.
Yeah, private school the majority of your educational journey.
Well, I went to public school. It just was only for 4 years.
That don't count.
I went to private school in 3rd grade.
Yeah, that 3rd through 12th, you're a private school kid.
That's why don't come for me. I remember going to public, okay?
So I went to public school from kindergarten.
You went to public school your whole life except for 1 year.
Exactly. Can I say my part? I went to public school from kindergarten to 7th grade.
Mm-hmm.
I went to a private school for 8th grade year. And then I went to a magnet high school which is still public, but it still had a private feel. We were the only military academy of its kind in the United States. We were the only public all ROTC high school.
What you burping? Water.
It's yak.
Yeah. And of course, I'm trying, but I lost. I should have just whatever.
So what's the event to you being a private school graduate? What was the advantages you would say being in a private school?
Being at Cardinal Ritter, I learned a lot of African American history. I learned about leadership. I learned that I wanted to be a doctor, lawyer, teacher. Going to college was not an option. You were going to college.
It was a requirement.
It was a requirement.
It was an expectation.
And you always wanted to do better.
So going to college from Ritter, do you feel you were prepared for college?
More than prepared. I had already we had already wrote research papers.
And you think you developed good study habits?
Very much so.
Like
I knew how to study. I knew how to do pretty much everything. We did lack some things, but
I'm not sure I understand.
Siri.
Siri all in our
Period.
YouTube
And that's
video.
on my watch. I learned a lot of things that I don't think I would have learned at a public high school.
So I would say,
However, period. I did lack some things that I didn't have at a public high school or a public school, period. I feel like going to private school in elementary, I missed middle school. So as a middle school teacher,
because you was in private school and it was
we
K
didn't
through
have
8.
the middle school is like a little high school.
Yeah, it was whack because
So you was really in elementary school to 8th grade, and then you went to high school and was like, "Oh my God!"
when I transferred from public middle school, I transferred to the same school that my wife was attending, and it was a K through 8th model. So it was elemental. And I came from a middle school, public school that had thousands of kids in it. And so imagine going from that to 25 kids in my class, and that was the whole 8th grade class. So it was cool. I really like private school because you can really truly build camaraderie amongst your classmates. And then the teachers were really caring, and it was like a family. And so I could see where the high expectation came from at Ritter if it was the same type of environment that we had at St. Engelbert. But
So, for instance,
she keep cutting me off. Just like a subject she really like. I'm glad I started it.
go ahead.
So, for instance, because I asked you a question about the advantages, and then I was going to answer from a public school standpoint.
But you ain't never answered.
Because you really had diarrhea of the mouth.
I really don't.
I mean, you kept going on and on. I mean, I would understand you're proud and, you're excited and happy for your school. But no, I would say no at a public school. It's just more students, so it's kind of hard for a teacher to give that same attention that you get at a public school. And I would say expectations are different in a public school than they are in most private schools. And so that support system, it could be there at some public schools. And it could be missing at some private schools. It just depends on the situation, the school you're at. I like Ritter because it's a majority African American school that has a lot of African American leadership and teachers there, and so that really does something to the mind of a young person to see that it is possible for me to go on to college and come back and be in charge of an educational institution. So they're actually seeing people that look like them that are doing well. So I think that is huge too. But I think public schools have a lot of resources that private schools don't
Exactly.
have. So, and like I said, it just depends on the school because it's some private schools they got a lot of resources as well. So it's a lot of pros and cons. It just depends on one, what public school you're in and what private school you're in. Mm-hmm. Because my thing is if I'm gonna send my kid to a private school and pay, they're gonna have to offer something that the public school that I am paying my taxes to not offering. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So, but it's just different for each kid. Kids excel in different environments. So go ahead and make your point.
Forgot it.
And another thing, that's what she was finna say.
I mean, I forgot it because I forgot.
So do you disagree with what I said, or?
No, I agree.
Huh?
I agree.
My wife agrees with me.
Yeah, I just missed the middle school experience. That's pretty much it.
Oh, you missed the middle school experience? What, switching classes and all that?
Switching classes.
You got to
and
switch classes at St. Engelbert if you was good in math. You went to
you did. You
went
had
to
the same class.
What
You
was that
had
man name? Mr. Davis or something?
that wasn't his name.
Mr. Williams. It was like an old man that like knew math real good. And if you was in there, you knew you was like kind of like high level. Because if you stayed with your regular teacher for math, you was just like regular. I stayed with my regular.
Oh my God. I'm in a food coma because it was all little mini tacos back there and I can't eat no more.
Hey, but that was teaching stuff I had already learned though. When I got to St. Engelbert, I was like, why y'all just not talking about this like I learned this already?
But when we went to, so that's the difference between elementary. When we went to high school, totally different. Totally different. So it was definitely a little bit stressful. But I'm sure what I was taught, many students could be taught at different schools.
Well, at public school, they do have the AP program.
Right.
And if you are in AP classes, I think they are equivalent to a challenging parochial education.
And at my school, they had college prep courses. So if you were in the honors classes, that's what they were called. Then you could take calculus, English. What else? It was like 3 classes that we got credit for from UMSL. So 9 hours before you started school.
And that's what I like about the public district that we live in. We have a college prep program that you have to apply. So it's almost like getting a private school education within a public school.
Right.
Because our high school students, if they're in the college prep program, they have an opportunity to earn their associate's degree from St. Louis Community College and their high school diploma at the same time.
Yeah.
Which I think, 1, prepares you for 4-year college, but 2, it saves you money because you're going to a 4-year institution with your general ed already completed.
Right.
So I think that is amazing. I'm not sure if they offer that at Gardner River or other schools, you know. They probably just offer you classes where you can get
what I didn't like was that you couldn't graduate early. I probably would have been one of them kids that graduated early because I would have just took extra classes.
So why didn't they let y'all graduate early?
Because you had to have way more credits than everybody else. How many did you need to graduate? 22?
Yeah, I think like 22.
Or 20?
21.
21. Yeah, we had to have like 26.
Yeah, it was 20. It was 21 credits.
26 or 24. Something like it was way more.
I was like done my senior year, but I actually took an extra course to play sports. I could have graduated in the fall.
Yeah.
I could have graduated in December, enrolled in college a semester early in the spring, but I was like, nah.
So that would be the only thing that I don't like. Because I feel like if you done with high school, just be done with high school and move on.
So did they offer summer courses?
I mean, the people that went to summer school was to catch up.
See, and they offered summer courses for you, not only just to catch up, but for you to get ahead if you'd like.
Yeah, and see, I would have probably wanted to get ahead.
And I went to a military academy, so I went to a leadership. So we had a leadership academy in the summer, and we got credit for going to the leadership academy. So I had earned like 4 extra credits just by going to the leadership academy or whatever. Yeah, I really enjoyed my experience in high school, though. I think it really prepared me to be a leader and lead because we really simulated the military. Like we went to boot camp at a real military base. Everybody didn't get to experience that, but you know the opportunity was there, and so I appreciated everything that I was able to get. I wish our kids was able to go to the school I went to in the times that I went to that school. Like it's not the same. So.
No, it's not the same.
And see, like your school got more resources now from when.
Wait, I was getting ready to say now they will. At first it was more like education based, but everything was back then. They got more stuff to motivate you to be who you want to be. Mm-hmm. The artistic you, everything. They got teachers for everything, and then they have a specific person just to recruit or to like get jobs and stuff like
internships
that.
And
internships. That's not the counselor. The counselor did all of that stuff for us.
But they got specific people for those specific things.
Yeah.
And those are important, man, because exposure to kids is really the key. Like the more kids are exposed to, the more that they have options on what they want to do in life. You know what I'm saying? I know going to college, I didn't know what I want to do. I just knew my mama expected me to go to college, and that was like what you were supposed to do. Yeah. I didn't know what I wanted to do until I actually got there, and then it took a couple of years while I was there too. You know what I'm saying? But I think kids who get exposure before they even get to college can create a plan because they've been exposed to other things, you know, early on. So, and that's the thing I want for our kids, to be exposed to as many. To just be exposed to as many things instead of just saying you gonna do this and go down this path.
Yeah,
like I want them to see like
whatever
things.
They did that they thought their kids should do.
They try to force it on them, like sports and all that. Like I like sports, but sports is not like at the top of the list for my kids. For me, and I think it's good that they participate in it because sports teach you a lot about life and teamwork and all that type of stuff. But I don't want that to be the all be all for our kids. I want them to see a lot so they can make their own decision.
Yeah.
You know.
List of people who I don't really care about sports. I mean, I like basketball. I would like one of them to play basketball and like it. But if they don't, it's okay. Because there's so many other things that they could do now. Like, you don't have to play sports if you don't want to. And I'm not going to be like, oh, you need to play sports so you can go to the NFL and the NBA.
NFL. Yeah, that, you know.
Because that's some people's ticket out of everything to change their life.
Yeah, and they use their kids for their ticket.
Now, however, it is some kids
that's just gifted.
And
you want to pour into that gift.
I'm talking about been playing since they was little, and they know how to play for real.
And all it takes is one injury.
Yeah.
And if the only thing they've been focusing on is sports, then you might be in trouble.
Yeah.
And I'm not wishing bad on anybody, but I'm just saying, expose your kids to multiple things other than just sports.
Yep.
Sports is good, but it's not the all be all.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I think we had a pretty good conversation today, boo.
Yep.
And
I ate. It was food back here.
It was food back there, and y'all saw me eat some too, but I didn't want to overdo it because I had a large meal earlier. But with that being said, man, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share to Wilson's For Real. Don't forget to like us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and of course right here on YouTube. We are Wilson's For Real on all platforms except for Instagram. We're Wilson's For Real STL because we're so St. Louis. You dig? With that being said, until next time, we'll holler at you. We out this thing. Peace.